see any hobos or dogs. I need to find some to take those pictures. Where are they hiding? I don't know. The hobos and the dogs and the dogs and the hobos and the hobos and the dogs and the dogs and the hobos. Hobos, dogs, hobos, dogs, dogs, hobos, dogs, dogs and hobos. I need pictures. Where the fuck are they? Hobos, dogs, hobos, dogs, dogs, hobos, dogs, dogs and hobos. I need pictures. Where the fuck are they? I don't know where they are. I don't see them anywhere now. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. 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 Ride your skateboard back to school. Get hit by a Buick. Sue for millions. Yes. Make the nerd fall off of his bike because he's a dickhead. Hobos. Where are the dogs? Where are the hobos? I wanna go. What the fuck? Fuck. I don't see any. I don't know where the fuck is taking pictures. Pictures. This is bullshit. It's horrible. It's a fucking terrible frame rate too. Here we go. I need to find a hobo overdose. I said I need to find a hobo overdose. I need to find a hobo overdose. I said where are you? Doggy. Oh, I need to find a hobo overdose. I said I need to find a hobo overdose. I need to find a hobo overdose. I said where are you? Doggy. We go leapfrog the nerd. 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 Oh. Come on.
My laptop,
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on,
That's
come on.
like,
That was cool beat.
Sounds nothing like that at all.
That was cool beat. That was cool beat. That was cool beat. That was cool beat.
La 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 la.
There you go. Here, listen to my beautiful singing voice.
La 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 la.
I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. All employees. All employees. Repeat. All employees. All employees. Repeat. I am
Someone
one of
please shut
all
up this dude
employees.
who's
I'm
being
going
a
to the
moron.
platform. I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. All employees.
Yes, they said that you're a gay boy, and that we're gonna make love to each other tonight.
I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. All employees, 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 all
Shit. They said, Phil, you know, we contribute to you, but it always seems like it's a black hole, because it always seems like no matter how much we contribute, you're always still having problems. You're always still in debt, and nothing's getting better. I agree with you. I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Miserable. Just miserable.
Alive and well in Israel.
Do you want to play the fucking game?
You tore us apart and ripped me to shreds. Over and over till nothing was left. My world is in pieces, your heart is a mess, and you left me with nothing but empty regret. Left me to fuck me over. Now you're back, looking for closure. The fist sacrificed at the altar. Baby, ash, blood in the water.
Ah! 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 Aha! Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker. You are fucked. Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked. And you are done. Tiger, tiger, row, 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 tiger, row, row.
Looks like someone had too much chili at Wendy's.
Morning, everybody. How's everyone today? Welcome to the
Ziggy
pre-stream
Piggy's back.
Welcome to the pre-stream podcast. Marble Mouth Phil here. Good morning, good morning. Today is Sunday. Hold on. Oh, nice. Excuse me. Today is Sunday, December 12th, 2021. Welcome to the show, everybody. Today we got a heck of a show for you guys. Heck of a show. Heck of a pre-stream podcast extravaganza. As we are in the midst of the holiday season, you guys may not realize this. We are halfway through the holiday season into Christmas. Today marks the day, the 12th, right? Because another 12 days were Christmas Eve. We're halfway there. Congratulations to those of you who made it. Halfway through the hustle and bustle, the festive decking of the halls and the jingling of the bells. And those of you who have to tough through a challenging holiday season for various reasons. Maybe you have a job that's very challenging during this time of year. Many people do. You know, retail, restaurant industry, etc. Or maybe you're an elf. Maybe you're actually an elf working for Santa. My God, can you imagine? You want to talk about crunch?
It's Dark Dave's
in
fault.
game development. Those elves, let me tell you how many wooden wheels they had to paint for those trains in one day. All right? But maybe, you know, maybe this is different for you. Maybe the holidays are a frustrating time for you because you have to put things together for your family. And you have to deal with logistics. And you have to deal with all that kind of crap that happens around this time of year. Right? Maybe you're broke, which I wouldn't blame you. If it's the holidays, you got a family, you got to buy presents and stuff, you know, next thing you know, you have nothing, right? Wow, Merry Christmas. I hope you're all happy because I have an empty wallet. I've been there. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pre-stream podcast. This has nothing to do with that. I just felt like I'd throw that out there. How you doing today? Today's Sunday. We are today halfway roughly through my streaming week. It's a shorter streaming week this week. I'm only streaming 5 days because last week we went extra long, 7 days. And I challenge you, ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you to name another content creator like myself who does a full-fledged, full-length podcast plus 5 to 6 hours of gameplay, 2 lengthy streams every single freaking day. I challenge you. And now that you've thought of many people who are just like that, erase them from your memory because you're here to watch me. Not them, so no one cares about them. Welcome to the pre-stream podcast, everyone. I hope you're all in a good mood. I am today. Today, I am like a young child on Christmas morning. All right? Because today, especially for those of you who are fighting game fans, all right? Today's going to be a very special day. Why is today going to be a very special day? I'll tell you why, because ladies and gentlemen, today we got something very special happening on the pre-stream. Are you ready? Here we go. Today, I am revealing to you this special new overlay. This is the final overlay for the pre-stream podcast. I have 7 different ones, and this is the last one of all 7 of those. There's absolutely nothing else special that's going to be happening on this pre-stream podcast. This is what I wanted to reveal to you guys today.
What do I do?
Okay. Anyway, so we got a lot to talk about on today's pre-stream podcast. I feel like the first thing that we should talk about and tackle is the schedule. Let's get that out of the way. And yesterday, I actually said that when I start these pre-stream podcasts, by the way, this is episode 12. It's funny because this morning I said, episode 12, you know, it'll be episode 1200 before you know it. And it's funny as I say that, I feel like I just started the show, and here we are only like a week and a half later, and, you know, here we are with episode 12. So, you know, another month.
Thanks for the money,
like
stupid
30,
fuck.
Right?
Morning
Another
drinking
6
again.
months, it'll be like
Dame
episode
Phil.
772.
Flush face.
I don't know how.
Cocktail
We'll do that, and then
glass.
we'll do like 7 podcasts in a day. You know, we'll see. But anyway, I'm excited for today. One thing I want to talk about whenever I start my podcast is how you can help the channel DSP Gaming on YouTube, because now I am actively trying to build this channel up to make it something great again. No,
It's been pretty
that's
slow.
not a Trump slogan. In fact, it was actually Ronald Reagan who used that slogan before Trump stole it. But what I would like to do is try to make DSP Gaming a destination for gaming. All right? And how can we do that? Well, obviously, watching the streams, watching the videos, talking about them with your friends and family. When you meet with your friends and family on Christmas Day, and all these hot topics of discussion
streaming you
are coming up. The one thing you absolutely should be talking about is DSP Gaming. Everything else, who cares about politics? Who cares about how your family's doing? Or what their jobs are like? Or what their lives are like? Who cares about that?
What do I do?
DSP Gaming. Talk about what Phil is doing on DSP Gaming. This is the biggest place, the hottest place on the internet, and everyone knows that. So you should.
I don't have a
talking about
job
on Christmas Day, of course. But anyway, other ways you can help the channel outside of just watching would be to like my videos and to leave comments on them. And I have to emphasize this every day because there's some people who are getting into the groove. I'm noticing every day there's certain people who watch my videos, like my videos, and leave comments. But I'm going to give you an example. Yesterday, every video that I put out so far yesterday, as of now, has between 200 to like 500 views. Some have more, some have less. Okay? It's averaged out. Usually within 24 hours, each video has like 500 views on average. I'm just talking averages, law of averages, okay? Just think, if half the people who watched my content actually liked it and left a comment. I just want you to think about that for a second. Hundreds of people watch every video I put out within 24 hours. Now, sometimes way more. If it's a popular playthrough or a new game, usually I get thousands. But the point I'm making here is, if people watched that stuff and said, oh, I like it, I'm just going to make it a habit to click like every time that I watch it. That would help the channel tremendously. The thing is, and this is my fault, I never talked about it. I never emphasized that as a way to help out the channel. And in the last 5 years, I focused solely on streaming. So when I was focused solely on promoting my Twitch stuff, when I was a Twitch streamer, this channel fell into disrepair.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
Imagine
my
myself
bills.
coming back here in a full-time capacity. Okay? So one way you can absolutely help this channel with zero effort, whenever you watch anything on the channel, just click like. Whenever you have an opportunity, leave a comment. Even if it's, hey, Phil, good video. That's it. As simple as that. All that helps. Okay? So please consider doing it. I'm not telling you you have to. I'm just saying if you like the content, that would help out. Okay? I'm going to have to keep emphasizing this. One other thing that I would absolutely like is if you would subscribe to DSP Gaming, because when you subscribe to the channel, number one, you get in on the feed. And what that means is when I put out new videos, new streams, you're supposed to be notified. Now, supposedly, there's a new thing they're doing. Listen to this. This is a new update I just read about like yesterday. YouTube is going to do this new feature. When you subscribe to a channel, you're then asked what features of that channel do you want to be notified about. Do you want to know when it goes live streaming? Do you want to know when new videos come out? Do you maybe only want to be told once a day when new content comes out? And you don't want to be told live when it happens? Apparently, YouTube is adjusting stuff to fix this feature, because traditionally, when you subscribe to a channel, you just get everything, okay? Now, there's a little bell you can click, and if you unclick the bell, apparently then you don't get the notifications, but then you don't know anything the person ever puts out.
You want to play the fucking game?
So apparently this new tweaking feature is supposed to make it that you get just what you want. Now, I just want you to have some perspective here. Can you imagine if 10 years ago, when DSP Gaming was at its height of prominence in 2011, that was actually the year I had the most views ever on DSP Gaming, 2011. Can you imagine if in 2011 YouTube had implemented this feature, and instead of me only having 160,000 subs, I skyrocketed to like 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 subs. Because back then, people said, we're not subbing to your channel, because when we do, we get flooded in our inboxes with your videos, and all we can see is all your content. So can you imagine if YouTube had the feature 10 years ago, make it so my inbox doesn't get flooded by DSP Gaming? I would have been way more popular than I ever was. It's literally an actual functionality issue with YouTube that made this channel nowhere near as popular as it could have been. That's not even an exaggeration. That's a fucking fact. Thousands of people over the years explained this to me like this. Amazing, right? So anyway, one thing I would absolutely love is if you would subscribe to the channel. Not only would that give you the opportunity to talk on the streams, because you have to be a subscriber to talk on the streams, but also that helps the channel. As stupid as it sounds, YouTube arbitrarily thinks that channels with more subscribers is better than channels without. They don't look at viewership. They don't look at engagement. They don't look at number of videos. They don't look at length of the channel. They just look at subscriber numbers. I know that sounds stupid, but it is. It's just an arbitrary number that YouTube uses to judge popularity and basically quality of a channel. So, liking the videos, leaving a comment on the videos.
Why are you an
subscribing to
idiot
this
if you
channel.
don't agree?
Right
If you don't
now,
agree, because
we're
when you have
195,000
factual evidence of
like
something,
200 subs.
constantly
In
thrown
fact,
in front
I
of
can
your
tell you
face and
live
you
because I
ignore it,
actually
and
have something else for an idiot, and it actually tracks this data live. As of this morning, 195,225 subscribers to the channel, and every day it goes up a few, which is outstanding because I have not had actual growth on this channel in many, many years, and now I'm seeing it, and it's so positive. It makes me feel good. I would like nothing more than if by Christmas, in 2 weeks, actually that would be a week and a half, if we could hit 750,000 subscribers on this channel. So it's just a small goal. I want to go from 195,000 to 750,000 subscribers in like 10 days. Let's see if we can make that happen. All right. No, actually what I was telling you a few weeks ago, one of the actual real goals that I would like is by my birthday, which would be early April 2022, to hit 200,000 subs. Like that would actually be a nice birthday present for me. To say, wow, all your hard work has paid off over the years. You came back to YouTube. You rededicated yourself to be a full-time content creator on YouTube, and you were able to make your channel grow. That would be amazing to actually hit that. I know it's going to be a slow growth. It's not going to be a fast one. Why would thousands of people overnight subscribe to DSP Gaming? They wouldn't. In fact, most people would just unsubscribe immediately because they're so disgusted by me and my behavior. So I'm not surprised that it would take a long time. I'm surprised that many of you are even here watching this morning. I'm so disgusted by myself. So, awesome, right?
Special
Please
delivery.
consider subscribing to the channel if you're not a
Special
sub.
delivery.
But I think that maybe we can hit 200K by my birthday. That would be amazing. By Christmas, like another, what would that, another 13 days? It would be nice to hit like 196. Right now we're at 195, 225. So another 700 so subscribers by Christmas. Is that going to happen? No. I really don't think it would. I honestly don't think that
Thanks
would
for the
ever
money,
happen.
stupid
But
fuck.
it would be great if we
I got
could. That
5
would
on
be a
it.
cool accomplishment to say, hey, we got like 1,000 subscribers in less than a month, right? That would be sweet. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about that stuff every day a little bit as we open the pre-stream podcast, things you can arbitrarily do to help the channel. Okay? Content-wise, what are we doing today? Today is the continuation of Grand Theft Auto Vice City Definitive Edition. We just hit like the 1/3 point. What I mean by that is we unlocked the Central Island, the Scarface Island. This is the mansion from Scarface that you get when you kill Diaz. And from there, this is now your hub for the kind of the rest of the game. Although I've already bought another safe house on the left island, which is useful. This allows you to now have a more central area to do everything from. There's going to be some story missions today, but at the same time, I believe today, and I could be wrong, but I believe today is when you open up the ability to start buying the businesses, and that makes you want to start raising money so that you can take over the game. Like, I think there's a part of the game where you have to grind and buy all the businesses to make enough money so that you can progress to the next part of the story of the game, which is like the final third of the game. Because the first third of the game is all story, then there's the grind, and then there's the final third of the game. Right now, we're hitting the grind. Now, here's the thing.
Related, I still have it.
When you're playing Vice City by yourself, the grind can be very frustrating because it can be pretty boring. I'm not going to lie. You know, buying the ice cream business, driving around in the fucking ice cream truck, selling drugs for half an hour, right? Buying the taxi business and doing taxi missions. Among others. I'm trying to remember all of them, and I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. I just remember some of them because they're so grindy and time-consuming. Normally, this is boring stuff, but when I'm doing it with a live audience, it's different.
You
we can chill, we can talk, we can have a good, relaxing time together, and that adds excitement to it. Having interaction rather than just be, boring, grindy gameplay.
I love
So that's why I'm actually excited for today. I feel like this will be pretty cool, and pretty entertaining to do it and not have to worry about, we're bored because I'm just doing grindy crap. Instead, we can talk and have a good time and interact. Okay? So I feel like this will be much better as an interactive.
I don't have money to do it. 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 I don't have money to do it.
Later tonight, the late night stream, Lost Judgment continues. And tonight will be a momentous Lost Judgment stream because tonight we're definitely going to beat the boxing club. There's only one fight left. We're definitely going to beat the dance club. There's only the dancing finale. And there's potential we may even beat the bike club because there's 4 races left. Now, I know the last race is a major pain in the fucking ass, so I don't know if we'll guaranteed beat that tonight. We have potential to beat 3 school story clubs tonight, all in one stream. That would be tremendous progress because that would only leave 3 more clubs, one of which we're almost done with in the robotics club, one of which is incredibly short with the photography club, and then we just got to waste time on the stupid-ass girls bar. That's one of the worst things in the actual game. It's one of literally the most repetitive, boring, waste-of-time activities in all of Lost Judgment. They put it in for fan service for the perverted players who wanted to have a fucking virtual girlfriend in the fucking game. It's such a waste of time, and you're going to see how badly designed it is, too. It is so boring and repetitive. But we're going to get through it. I swear to you, we will get through this crap, because I want to see the ending of the school stories. I didn't get to see it. My wife played this game 3 months ago when it was a new release, and she didn't get to see the end of it because she got tired of doing it. Okay? So, we're going to have a fun time tonight with Lost Judgment. It's going to be good progress. I hope you'll join me for that, and I hope you'll support the stream. Reason being, we're nearing the final push, the end game of Lost Judgment. We're going to finish it by the end of December. Guaranteed, we're beating Lost Judgment by the end of December. All right? So, it would be great for you to come by and support that content. Thank you. Tomorrow, it's an all Halo day. Halo Infinite campaign on the first stream, Halo Infinite multiplayer on the late stream. Personally, I'm liking the Halo Infinite campaign. I feel like the grappling hook is making the game feel a lot more unique and interesting and fast-paced than previous Halo games, because usually you're just like a slow-moving tank moving around shooting guns and jumping every once in a while. Now you can maneuver all around. You can zip line to the enemy, smash them in the face. It's so much fun. The gameplay has been dramatically improved with the zip line. The open world is also very fun. So I'm having a great time with it. Plus, I apologize because I wanted to play Halo Infinite multiplayer twice a week, and this week it just didn't come together. First of all, I'm only streaming 5 days because last week went late, ran long. And then in addition to that, we had to finish up Metroid Dread last week, which meant Forza Horizon had to be last night, which meant I lost out on like a stream this week, and I just didn't have time to do Halo twice, which sucks because I know you guys are very supportive of the Halo streams. Last time around, you came out to support it. I hope you'll do the same on Monday night when I finally get to play it again, and next week I should be able to play it twice again. Oh no, someone's illegally restreaming you. Oh no. Alright, so then on Tuesday, which is my final consecutive streaming day of the week, it'll be more Vice City and more Lost Judgment progress. Wednesday, I'm off. When I come back on Thursday, we're just going to continue on with the alternation of Halo and Vice City with the usual late night streams, etc., etc. Okay, by the way, Forza Horizon 5, we're in the end game now. Last night, I basically got the message. Essentially, last night, people who were on the Forza stream told me the following. We're bored. This game is kind of boring now. It was fun when you first started playing it a month ago. But this game, I'll be honest,
shut up,
Forza Horizon 5, in my opinion, is one of the best, if not the best one in the series. It just was not very well received by my audience. Even the day I started playing it, I noticed it was slower than it had been the previous 2 games that I had played. I don't know if maybe just the formula has worn itself out. The open world, tons of content, drive around, do random events, and no real rhyme or reason, just kind of doing random shit. I thought it was good for chill streaming. But people got basically bored of it. I've noticed the last few streams. Attendance is low, and support is really low. Like last night, I'm not kidding you. Last night...
It's been pretty slow,
was the
not gonna lie.
support stream I had since the $7 Mass Effect stream earlier this year. Mass Effect 3. Remember the Mass Effect 3 stream where I made $7? Well, last night I made like $20. And that was it. The support was almost non-existent. So that being said, that tells me you guys are bored as hell, and you want something else. And I understand. We're at the end. We are at the end of the game, all right? All that's left is we need to do the final story missions, because I hit the Hall of Fame, so each major story mission has a conclusion mission, and then there's the final big event races, of which I think there's 4 or 5 left. Each one's about 20 minutes long. So at most 2 more streams of Forza, maybe only 1, but probably 2. We're at the end, all right? So there will be Forza.
Are you a functional retard? I have to ask.
We're definitely going to beat it sooner rather than later, and then we can move on to other stuff. You guys can stop worrying about, oh no, he's playing Forza again, this is boring. Let's not show up and not support. Which is basically the pattern with that game. Okay? Alright. Alright, now. I have a couple news stories I'd like to talk about, and then I have a very special thing I'm doing. I announced it on Twitter. I was very excited to show you this overlay. This is obviously what I had to reveal today in regards to fighting games. This special final overlay of all the ones that I've had. I've never showed you this one before, so people are saying, oh, he showed me this one. No, I didn't. I'm going to show you what I mean. Watch this. Ready? Look at that. See that? Now watch this. Yeah? Now watch this. Oh, yeah? Yeah, well, watch this. Oh, wait, actually, that might be it. No, there we go. I actually have 4 different overlays that look the same but have some various tweaks to them. And I've been alternating between them. Plus, I have the ones that look nothing like that as well, like this one. You know, that one looks nothing like the other. You see what I mean? So, but anyway, this is obviously what I was hyping up on Twitter. There's nothing else to do on pre-stream today. No, but we have some special stuff on pre-stream today, pre-stream podcast, that I'd like to do. So let's actually cover the news first.
Just miserable.
Let's talk about the news first. Get that out of the way. And then we can get to the special thing I'm doing on pre-stream today. Okay? So first of all, outside of gaming news, I actually have a personal update in regards to DSP Gaming, the channel itself. Okay? So we've been talking about this over the last couple of weeks, and some people have been asking me about it, and I have an update for you guys. So right now on DSP Gaming, since this is now my main focus, and since I became a live streamer on here back in May, some things became a major part of what you can support the channel. For example, you could become a channel member. By becoming a channel member, you get all kinds of benefits, right? And when we hit a certain milestone of channel members, I do a celebratory event. The one coming up here would be a retrospective marathon event if we hit 365 members by the end of the month. By the way, as you can see, we dipped in memberships. Guys, it would be really great if we could rally and get some new members today because we're falling. We're going the wrong way when it comes to members. We're supposed to be going up. Somehow we're going down. I don't know how this is possible. Maybe it's a conspiracy against me. I'm not sure. But maybe, I don't know. But what I'm saying is I think we could definitely rally and at least get a few today. But that's one way you can support the channel. Another way you can support the channel is super chats or super stickers, right? These are ways where you can contribute and you get a highlighted message in the chat or even like a special animation in the chat. And I give you a shout out and then you help the channel that way, right? Well, there actually is a third way you can support YouTube channels through YouTube itself. Not tipping, because tipping is obviously something separate, but that's not what we're focusing on and what we're talking about today. There's another way you can help the channel. It's called Super Thanks. This is completely unique because it has nothing to do with the other two methods of contribution. And unlike those which are basically catered for people who are stream viewers, Super Thanks are actually for people who are on-demand video viewers. I know that sounds weird. You're like, what? I'm watching a video on demand. I'm not even live when Phil is on stream. And I can do this, you know, this support method? Yes. It's something unique and different. So here's how it works. Let's say you're watching an on-demand video. And, oh my God, a funny moment happened. Wow, Phil blew up in Grand Theft Auto. Or, you know, something funny happened on stream, whatever. Jasper jumped up and licked Phil's head. Something silly like that, right? Jasper's actually just looked at me when I said that. He's in my window. He's like, who, me? But anyway, let's say something funny happens on the stream. Very rare when it does. When something entertainment or funny actually happens on this stream, that's a rarity. But let's say it does, like once in a blue moon. And you're like, wow, I want to actually celebrate that, and I want to support Phil and his channel. You could do what's called Super Thanks. So what it is, you would highlight a moment of that video, and you would attach a message to it, much like you would right now do a super chat in stream where a highlighted message would pop up on the stream. The same thing would happen with the Super Thanks. A highlighted message would pop up on the video. You'd actually get a comment on the video that's highlighted. From what I'm going to understand, I don't know because I don't have it. I guess there's situations, I guess depending on the size of the Super Thanks, that you can actually have something show on the screen during the video as well. I don't exactly know how that works. But from what I'm going to understand, it could happen that way, depending on the size of the contribution and or support that happens. So anyway, the reason this is
shut up
special
this
is because
dude
it gives
being a
a feeling
moron.
of interaction to those who are not here live, but are actually watching that video on demand. Imagine you're watching a part of this Grand Theft Auto Vice City playthrough. Something epic happens. You love it, and you do a super thanks, and now your message is there to see forever on this playthrough. Anyone who watches this playthrough back in the future would now get to see your message and kind of celebrate that moment with you, right? It kind of immortalizes that moment. Just like if you're watching the video and a pop-up happens because someone did a super chat. It's kind of the same deal, right? It's pretty awesome. So I'm talking about this right now, and you might be like, that's great, I'll do it right now, but you can't. I know. Why do you feel bother talking about it then, right? Well, the reason that I'm talking about it is because people have been asking me about it lately. More than a few people have come by and said, you know, Phil, I watch such and such. I watch Joe Leathershoes. And Joe Leathershoes, he only has about 10,000 subscribers. And Joe Leathershoes, you know, doesn't get nearly as much viewership or attention on his content as you do. All right? But Joe Leathershoes has super thanks on his channel. And we see when we watch his videos, we see the super thanks attached, and it's a way that he gets support from his viewers. Why does Joe Leathershoes get super thanks, but you don't have it? What's going on your channel? And people started asking me about this. I don't know, I guess I'll have to do it. It's not anything that I cared too much about, but at the same time, people kept asking me about it, so I was like, oh, I'll look into it. So I actually looked into it, and from the data that I found, YouTube literally says in its like FAQ, you know, it's frequently asked questions, answers on the forums and shit that it posts up that's supposedly supposed to answer all your questions. It says, Super Thanks is in beta. It is not a full-fledged feature of YouTube yet. Excuse me. That was absolutely disgusting. I'm drinking seltzer. Excuse me. I'm very gassy this morning. Maybe that's why I don't have Super Thanks. People are so revolted or watching my content. They run for the toilet and vomit everywhere. Could be. But anyway, Super Thanks is in beta, which means it's not a full-fledged feature of YouTube that's offered to everyone yet. Some people get it. Some people don't. If you don't have it, don't bother trying to get it because YouTube is just offering it willy-nilly, and there's absolutely no way you will get it if you ask for it. It will not affect YouTube at all. Just wait. Like, this literally says this in the FAQ, the frequently asked questions of YouTube. Now I'm reading this, and I'm like, man, that sounds stupid, right? I'm like, why would they have a feature that only some people have, but there doesn't seem to be any definitive criteria why someone would get it? It doesn't say, like, for example, I thought maybe the reason I don't have it is because my comments were off for so long, right? My comments on my videos were off for like 4 years. I turned them off in like mid-2017, and I just turned them back on, 2 months ago? If that, right? So here I am thinking, maybe that's what it is. Maybe if it looks at the comment, well, if the comments are off, you can't leave a super thanks anyway, because you can't do a highlighted comment. Well, my comments are back on now. Now, it's the system that YouTube puts in place where auto flags comments for bad stuff, and then you have to manually approve all your comments. So that's what I'm doing with my comments right now. That's why you see that there's only limited comments on my videos, but the comments are showing up that are good ones, right? So I'm thinking, then it should work. If someone's doing super thanks, I should be able to approve those comments. It shouldn't be a problem, right? So maybe that's not it. Maybe that is it. I don't know, right? I don't know. So
Not Dave.
I'm trying to figure this out in my head. I can't figure this out. I don't know why I would not have it. Let me ask you two, right? So this is
Dark Dave's
story
fault.
yesterday. I said, what the hell? Let me ask you two. Now, for clarification purposes, I have not talked directly to YouTube about anything on my channels in years. I think the last time I talked directly to YouTube about anything on DSP Gaming was when I got false copyright strikes against DSP Gaming many years ago, and I was getting threats of like, oh, we're going to shut your channel down. Come to find out, it was bullshit. It was someone impersonating another company. This was like many years ago. And I talked to YouTube about it. Within 24 hours, the entire thing was reversed and fixed. And YouTube actually apologized and said, well, you know, sorry about that. It was bullshit, and we're not going to just believe everyone moving forward. And since then, I haven't had a single copyright issue on DSP Games. It's been many years. That was the last time. I'm talking like 3-4 years ago. This is a long time ago. So, Jasper just looked at my head. He surprised me. He scared me. So, Jasper, why are you looking at my head? Why are you trying to eat me? I'm trying to do a podcast here, but
Blah 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 blah
Jasper's
blah blah
contacted me
blah
many
blah
times.
blah 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 blah
I'm
blah
across the house.
blah 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 blah
And
blah
last week
blah.
told me he wants to be the co-host of the pre-stream podcast. I keep telling him cats just can't talk. Like, I would love to have him as a co-host, but he can't talk. So how can he add to the show? So I think what he's doing is this is his audition. He's licking my head to show that he can be a part of the show. Well, if this is your contribution, I don't know. Maybe people like it. Maybe they'd like to see you here on the show, buddy. Here, have a nice head rub. Have a nice scratch. Here you go. How, under the chin. Ah, yeah, he likes it under the chin. Look at that. He's like, ah, yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's continue. I'm getting so distracted here on the pre-stream podcast today. So, meow. I said, let me send an email to the address that I had years ago, like many years ago. This was the email, This is the email address I used to use to contact YouTube. So let me send an email to it. So I send an email to it, and much like every other business that I deal with, everything's changed. If you're emailing this email is defunct. This email only works if you have a partner manager on YouTube. What the fuck is a partner manager? I don't know what that is. Seriously, like, I used to work with MCNs, like Machinima.
I don't care.
I don't know what the fuck a partner manager even is. So this is something new that apparently YouTube now has for bigwigs. Probably giant
They said, Phil,
channels,
you know, we
right?
control to you,
and
but it always seems like it's a black hole.
businesses on
Because it
YouTube.
always seems like no
Probably
matter how
have
much we
partner
contribute,
managers. I don't
you're always
have
still
one,
having
'cause I'm
problems.
just
You're
small
always still in
potatoes.
debt,
You know, I've been
and
on
nothing's
YouTube
getting
for
better.
13 years.
I
and no
agree
one
with
knows
you.
who I am. I'm just a little rinky-dink, piece of crap on the bottom of someone's shoe. They scrape the crap off on the sidewalk. I'm not someone
Someone
who
please
deserves
shut up
to have
this
a point of
dude who's
contact
being
with
a
YouTube.
moron.
So fuck me. This email is now defunct. Okay? So, what it did say is click here, and when you click here, just, click through a few criteria, and you can just live chat all the time. I was like, huh? I didn't even know this. This is actually, honestly, this is better than email. YouTube has a 24/7 live chat for people who have channels on YouTube. And once you have a certain capacity, like you have a certain number of subscribers, they'll talk to you 24/7 to help you. I was like, oh, well, then that's better than the email. I'm not going to complain. That actually sounds really good. So I got into a chat, okay, with someone, and I started talking with them about it, and they said, okay, we're going to look into this for you. And it took them about 10 minutes. They came back, and they said, well, we have really bad news. I said, what? What's the really bad news? They said, you're not logged into your YouTube account in this browser, so we can't verify that you're the person who we're talking to about your channel. And without authorization, there's no way we could discuss the ins and outs of your channel. You know, I said, oh, shit, I'm in the wrong browser. I accidentally had opened up a different browser that wasn't logged into YouTube. And I was like, wait a minute. That's pretty good. So no one can impersonate me and try to go to YouTube behind the scenes and fuck with my stuff. You have to actually be logged into the YouTube channel to get support to help you with the YouTube channel. That I was like, this is good. I was very happy about this. Wow. With how many people try to fuck with me, right? How many people try to impersonate me and fuck with my business and fuck with my livelihood? No one can do that on YouTube because they make you log in. I was like, this is great. I was like, 2 thumbs up. No problem. I'll go log in on the other browser. I'll be right back. So I did. So I logged into the other browser, which is logged into YouTube, and I went and did the same thing, went to the chat. Okay, can I get super thanks? Why don't I have super thanks? Okay. They went away again for another 10 minutes. They came back, and they said, well, here's what we got for you. And I'm not kidding you. This is exactly what they said. Super thanks is currently in beta. Super thanks is not a feature that is publicly available to every YouTuber right now. However, we're planning on rolling it out to more and more YouTubers by the end of 2022. And in 2022, hopefully it will go site-wide. However, if you currently don't have super thanks, there's no way that you can get it. Don't even bother asking because we will not enable it on your channel. We'll just do it when... So, wait a minute. This person, I'm in a live chat. This person is literally copy-pasting the fact that I had just read like 20 minutes prior. They're just copy-pasting the fact. They didn't actually do anything. They just read the fact.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
So I wasted all that time.
For you.
So I just typed one message to them. I said, so let me clarify.